Hey everybody, how's everything going? All right, just want to make sure it's going. So it's raining, so I don't know how stable the connection is. I will have water. All right, and it's cold, so got the hoodie on. So how's everybody's Wednesday? That was a really bad shuffle. All right, let's do shuffle on this. Oh shit! Wait, no, I know it was a bug. And see, so I had to look at it. Hi, Sophia. Nice to see you. Hi, everybody. Give it 1 second. Oop, pretty chill. My day was chill too. It was chill. I was supposed to go to the gym today and look at the window. I was like, yeah, no, it's cold and it's raining. I was like, I'm good. I go tomorrow if it's not raining. But I've also been immersed into this rabbit hole of the Hunter virus, whatever. I thanks to TikTok. I don't know. It's smelling sus for me. Like it's being staged. But anyways, let's see. I'm trying to figure out what collective question. Let's see what is coming next for the collective. All right, and it says what is coming next for the collective? What is coming next for the collective? All right, that card just wants to pop out. What's coming next for the collective? What's coming next for the collective? Let's do these four first. All right. Let's start with the side. So we have the Page of Wands, right? The Page of Wands is, the spontaneous card, the little, let's go seek adventures, let's go down the path. Ooh, what's here, right? So the curious explorer, right? That's it. So Page of Wands is the curious explorer. So here with the Page of Wands, it's giving, this what's coming next for the collective. Something I was gonna something that might knock your socks off, right? But it depends on the path you go. It could go knock a sock off in a good way or a bad way. Um, we have the Seven of Wands, which is also just standing your ground, being more assertive, right? So this next chapter is like people are going to explore their dominant side, meaning the side that's more. Oh, I shouldn't say that because it's gonna cause conflict and stuff like that. But that's nothing you need to worry about. Then we also have the King of Cups. Doesn't matter male, female, doesn't matter. The King of Cups is somebody who is mostly intelligent. And we're back. And we're back. I don't know what's going on, but like I said, the King of Cups, male, female, doesn't matter. Somebody who is emotionally intelligent, right? Yeah, the rain is gonna cause some issues, right? Someone who's emotionally intelligent and what is it? Emotionally intelligent. Like, so it's given, this is gonna be more balanced out, like, because we also have the justice card here, right? With the justice, it's gonna there's some type of balance, there's some type of karma being repaid. Good karma being repaid to those who need to be repaid. Like I said, it's gonna knock your sock off. Good or bad, depending on how much karma you accumulate in this next to go into this next chapter. Because each cycle you accumulate karma to the point where when the next chapter comes, it could be good or bad. Let's see what else. So then we have this here. Okay. So a connection might be coming in, some type of partnership. The Six of Cups. Yeah. So this, yeah, okay, with those two cards alone, just screams soulmates. Right? Screams soulmate energy. Okay, yeah. Look. The Nine of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles, right? All right, so I just went from this is gonna knock your sock off to like, yeah, it's definitely gonna knock your socks off even more, right? This energy, the Nine of Swords, this is past energy. This is energy that is no longer gonna operate for you guys, well, at least some of you guys. Not all. Some are gonna be late bloomers to this. All right, so now put all these together. Oh, nine of I don't know how many people on the list. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right. When it gets to 10, we cut it off. Um, yeah, so the Nine of Pentacles, single card, right? Single ladies, and then a Three of Pentacles building, right? It just tells me with the collective, some people, whoever this connection that's coming in, this soulmate is coming in, it's gonna want to work with you. Right, that's gonna be what the Page of Wands, exploring new connection, exploring this new path. But also keep your guard up a little bit with this King of Cups here, because this given it's giving side-eyed energy a little bit, because like it's gonna be a little too good to be true. With the Justice card here, it's definitely good karma playing into the energies. Let's try this one. Let me just shuffle it a few times. All right. Let's see what else is coming next for the collective. Okay, let's see. What's coming next for the collective? Let's see, tell us. Ooh, who doesn't like this? We have making bank. So the energy is all about not only about love, but also making money, which makes sense because in this economy, you need some money. At least enough money, a lot of money. Right? So making bank. Financial flow is increasing. A new level of wealth, power, and confidence is activating. Hello. Who doesn't want more money? So you might be entering, a lot of people might be entering the cycle not only for love, but money as well. And I'm also a big believer whoever you're connected to either blocks or increases money. So remember that. Let's see what else. We have third wheel. Third wheel, be be aware of that third party energy, right? Um, this one definitely feels more like a person than a third party. So make sure the little situationships are wrapped up, the little things are wrapped up. Because if this lovers and a six of cups coming in, no games will need to be played. Right. So keep that third party energy. Don't bring it in. All right. Because you definitely will ruin a good one. All right. Let's see what else. We have canceled. We have canceled the cross. Oh, they crossed the line. Now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace hits harder when it's public. Where did this come from? All right. So we have canceled. Mm, some people are gonna be we're gonna be watching people have downfalls in real time, especially the ones that try to run dirt on your name. This collective message, this collective readings could become like multiple messages in one. Like always, what not so much a story, so much as this is what's happening. Like, yeah, you let me see somebody receive karma in real time. And it's funny how that card came on top of the justice card. Let's see what else. What else can we tell the collective? What else? Ooh, we have fighting. Yeah, oh yeah. That would go with the cancel. Fighting. Ooh, there is animosity. Communication had collapsed. It's no longer about finding solutions. It's about winning at all costs. Yeah, like I said, and then somebody, like I said, somebody's getting canceled because they try to bring you down with them, but it's not working. You have scam alert. It's not always about your money, clout, access, reputations. There are many ways to get played. Yeah, just be aware. Somebody might be trying to play you. Just be aware. Somebody might be trying to play you guys. Maybe that's where the third wheel comes in. Scam alert. And also getting like the person's being fake a little bit, like a little fakeish. So be aware of that. Let's see. Clean slate. This next chapter, a lot of you guys are gonna be. It's gonna be like a reset, new breath of air, right? And I'm also getting some people with the clean slates might eventually happen in June. I don't know why June popped up, but June, summer solstice. Let's see what else. All right, you want to give three cards at once? Yeah, look. We have making peace. Some people are just in an era where I only want peace, right? No peace, no drama. We don't want demon time. Um, just like it's giving more clean out. It's giving more like clean out, like heavy, dark energy, which is like basically people who always want to gossip, people who always want to be in the thick of drama, always cause the drama. Look, you kind of getting rid of those people with the making peace. Then we have going viral. Hi, Anita. We have going viral and live a large. So some people with this making bank card here, some people might be, eventually hitting the breakout. I wouldn't say be saying like be an influencer because I don't feel like it's giving influence energy, but it's given it the dynamics of that, being viral online, but without being And if it's being more authentic, right? Being more authentic. Let's use this die. And just shuffle. Pull a few cards from here. All right. What else? What else can we? What else can we tell the collector? Hammer. Move hammer here. Somebody's being persistent or trying to rebuild something. Okay. All right. That's what I want. Put this here. Oh yeah. Trying to rebuild. Right. So we have acts and karmic relationships. So probably trying to stop the cycle of going through karmic relationship here is like always having a lesson. Um, so not enough. I just feel like it might be one of those saddy days. I don't feel like uh not the whole entire cycle, probably just like in the first beginning because everything's not flowing the way it is. But somehow we have a coffee cup here. Meeting, converse, savor the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. Yeah, so with that and then not enough, I feel like friends are gonna be playing a big part. Probably just to get you out the funk or just get you out your head, be hanging out more, and I feel like this will help remove that funk. So like, try to be social a little bit. Let me just get one card from here. Yeah, we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and opportunities that present. Right, just show a little bit of gratitude. Show the universe a little bit of gratitude. Um, the universe has an ego, right? So why not stroke it with a little bit of gratitude to the universe on how things are going to be. So that is the collective reading. Let me just shuffle these. So I just started watching Netflix adaptation of Lord of the Flies. I've seen the original movie years ago as a kid. Kind of traumatized me. So I'm watching the adaptation now. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't really like it. Jennifer May got you. But that's just me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I go live every Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern. But for today, I had a really bad migraine yesterday. Donations are welcomed, very much welcomed. Um, what else? Yeah, it's the pinned comment and the description. And check the description. I think the link is in there. Alright, just do these. Make sure they go upright. Uh, yeah, come on. All right. Two, 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 two. All right, general from May. Let me move that up a little bit. All right, ancestors, what messages do we have for Amber when it comes to the month of May? What messages do we have for Amber when it comes to the month of May? All right. What messages do we have for Amber when it comes to the month of May? Hmm. All right. What messages do you have for Amber when it comes to the month of May? All right. Put you here. Now the one, two, and the three cups. Three of one cup, ace of cups, two of cups, and three cups. We both have those come up. Well, all three. But not in that exact order. All right. So we have the two of cups. That's the first one that came out. I just feel like I'm gonna go this way. It's exact. All right. What would you do last night, y'all? That is absolutely funny. Anyways, troll alert. Troll alert. But anyways, yeah, but so you have the two of cups. So let's just give it like a little. I want to say, what's that word? I was gonna say kitten smitten. I don't know why I was gonna say kitten smitten, but it's giving a little smittenness, right? So then we have the three of cups, right? The three of cups here is also giving social gathering. So you might meet somebody socializing. I don't feel like it's gonna like spark relationships right away, like a relationship romantic feeling right away. I feel like it's gonna be uh, friendship based at first, but we do have the ace of cups here. So you might be two things: entering a new chapter and be emotionally fulfilled, or this person might be they were irritating me. Anyways, so yeah, like the ace of cups. So you a new beginning and emotional fulfillment, but also kind of a little spark of something, but it's very, very small, right? But then we also have the star here with the Seven of Pentacles. So the star and Seven of Pentacles, it's it's given like making wishes, right? But also healing too, because the star is also healing. So this might be the month of healing, but not in like a very crying way, but more like a oh, this was good type way, right? But also wishing this with the Seven of Pentacles, you wish this month, right? Or do some type of manifestation work. I feel like it's gonna be unconscious, right? And you're gonna unconsciously manifest something. I just want to know what. But I don't think it's. I feel like this Two of Cups is somebody like somebody new, but somebody fun and light, right? Like I said, they're gonna start off with friends first. Let's see what else. What else can we tell Amber about the month of May? We have scam alert. So beware of people trying to play you, right? Beware of people trying to play you. Oh, actually play your kindness, right? To get what they want. Let's see. We have big break. See a major moment is brewing. This could be the launched offer or the shout out that changes everything. So this is gonna be a plot twist, but a good plot, a turning point in May for you. It could just be work, love, but I feel like it's both. To be honest, I feel like it's both. You might be on cloud nine this month. Let's see what else. We have spill tea. Oh yeah, you might be finding some things out, right? With the spill tea, you might be finding some things out. But I don't feel like it's like, oh my god, that's so bad. I feel like it's more like, oh, really interesting. We have heartbreak. I don't feel like it's like I feel like it's more of a disappointment. So you might be disappointed um this month. I feel like it's related to the spill tea. So whatever information, whoever brings this information towards you, um, yeah, and essentially they're gonna be the bearer of bad news. It might be heart related. Not necessarily saying there's anything wrong with your heart, but me heart related as in like it could be something like somebody that you liked or liked. Or something could have happened to somebody you used to like. Let's see what else. Yeah, so we have misunderstood, right? So there's gonna be some misunderstandings here. Oh, that is so funny. That is so funny. It says the real version never made it past the rumors. Now they're stuck defending what they never said. And Spill Tea, I was like, there's rumors here. There's gonna be rumors. I was thinking this to myself. I didn't say it, but then this card came out. Yeah, so there might be some rumors. Like that's what I said. Like really, like interesting things, but I don't feel like it was as bad. I feel like you might actually get a laugh out of it. You might get a little laugh out of it. Let's see here. Let's see. I can get three parts in here. All right, and that's a few cards. I didn't even all of those. All right. So we have soulmate chaser. So this person is gonna be chasing you. I feel like they not like in a necessarily like, oh my god, I want to date you, but more like their type of way to show interest is wanna make plans. What I mean, ask what you got to do, make plans to tell somebody when you show interest in them. So it's like more making plans. Always want to like talk to you, see how your day's going, right? That type of chase. Not like in a clingy way, but more in like I want you around. And then we also have like the sword and truths, right? So I feel like sword and rose. Excuse me, sword and rose it talks about the truth, right? Clarity. So you might get clarity around that two cup situation. I would also feel like they will lay everything like flat out, but once they get comfortable, I feel like they're also a little bit shy. This is why it comes off like as friends a little bit. But you also have not today. So this the not today could be dealing with the Adrian, could be dealing with the spilled tea and a heartbreak and a misunderstood. So with the little rumor, so like I said, you're not gonna really take it too much to heart because it's like doesn't even make sense. So let's see a little here. Yeah, but we have abundance here. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Right. So I would suggest what that is. I would say definitely tap into manifesting this month. But abundance as the card that is just so this um manifest might be a little bit catapult. Um let's see. All right. Going on, Adrian. Um and then like you just ask the question on the list. You're welcome, Amber. You want you could be Addie, you'll be Anita, and I think you'd be the last person because I usually do a night. Well, 10 each live because you always got to plan ahead. He's, I think, Sexy Empress is next. Yeah, Sexy Empress is next. Should have brought my chapstick over here. Ooh, excuse me. Tired. Oh, I'm like, where I put that? And it's right here. Oh, those upright? Yes. All right, Sexy Empress is next. Girl, whatever card comes out, whatever they decide. I don't know why they do a bunch of guys must be in control right now. They'll be nosy. I'm telling you, they be nosy like they just yes. They just be so nosy. Like, girl, you're not correct. But also just pay attention nosy and like sometimes they don't. So it gotta be so fun. All right. Let's see. All right. First, ancestors. Her ancestors. Her no. Does her ancestors want what does sexy and empress ancestors want her to know? Eh, what does sexy empress ancestors want her to know? All right. Take that. Oh. What does sex want to know? What? All right. We have the Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, right? Um, here you need to. If you do protection, why are my nails? Because I washed my hair today. Though that's why. Um, if you do like protection stuff, like amulets, uh, I don't keep hearing protection rituals. So if you do like protection rituals, you need to build them up a little bit more. Because with the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands is a defense. So you might need to build uh defense a little bit against like stronger wards against like evil eye, jealousy vibes. So a little bit more protection work you might need to do. A little bit more. Make it a little spicy. There's nothing wrong with making your protection spells spicy, right? Or doing like protection wards. Make them spicy. Okay, somebody wants to hit it. The blowback is always return to sender. I'll be doing my protection spells. Listen, you're gonna get hurt. Fucking with my shit. But do that, right? So now I get the first three cards that came out were major arcana. Right. So we have the first one was strength. The second was the devil. And the third was judgment. Girl, whatever. Mm, I don't know. Um, I feel like one, let's talk about the devil. The devil talks about attachments, right? But also the devil talks about overindulgent, talks about toxicity, talks about like cycles, right? The devil is the dark side of the lovers because they almost right in the lovers a tree and like some cars to pick an angel here, right? So there might be a connection that's not as right, not as healthy as it appears to be on the surface, right? So you might have to make a decision about it because you're gonna be feeling connection is not what it seems. It could just be a friend's coworker, boss, or like connection is a connection, right? I don't feel like it's in a romantic sense. I just feel like it's a connection. So it might be several of like it's getting like you reevaluating the people that you want to keep around you, right? With the strength card here, you're gonna have to make a hard decision, right? With the judgment card talks about decisions, hard decisions, s- uh, s- stuff like that, right? So you're gonna have to make a decision regarding whoever this connection, whoever this person is. Even it could even just place as well. Um, that you're gonna have to make a very hard decision because it's gonna change the dynamics of your life a little bit, but not like drastically, but just enough for you to notice or unnotice. And I don't feel like the change is gonna be negative. I feel like it's gonna be positive. But again, it's up to your interpretation because sometimes me positive could just be having peace and your positive could be, peace with 7 times the money you make, right? Like that. Let's see. What else? What else does Sexy Empress ancestors need to tell her? What else do they need to tell her? Get so after I say once you make that decision, it's gonna be like a drastic change or whatever. Yeah, but there's consequences coming up. Consequences. No more running. The karma is catching up, and someone's being held accountable. Whatever this decision is it's gonna have consequences. Right? Like I said, consequences could be good, consequences, bad consequences. It's a ripple effect. We have breaking free. It says breaking free. Cycles don't break themselves, but all it takes is one bold move to change the whole trajectory. Like it's similar to what I said. Like whatever this is gonna change things, right? So just be breaking a cycle. Could be breaking a cycle, right? So that could just be the consequence, breaking the cycle. But whoever the consequence blows back on, there's not so much breaking the cycle. But you're breaking the cycle. You, like I said, change the whole trajectory. Like I said, it's gonna change your life drastically. Yeah. Oh, I guess it is gonna be making 7 times the money you making because we have making bank, right? Financial is in a new level of wealth, power, and confidence is activating. So this, like I said, the decision is gonna make things a lot better. But I don't feel like it's like a money decision or a career decision or from, like I said, it has to deal with a person or people. Like I want to say about 3 to 4, maybe 5 people, but it's one person and the other ones are connected to that person, if that makes sense. So, like, let's say you cut off your auntie, right? You cut off your auntie, but you also cut off the cousins, their kid, like that. It's like that, girl. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, look. So we have sober life here, right? Sober life is with no distractions or substance blurring, to blur the view. What's real is finally visible from here. Better choices are possible, right? So the sober life could just be saying that you are gonna gain clarity, right? Not necessarily saying you abuse any type of anything like that, like substance or drugs. It's more so clarity. You're gonna start seeing things a lot better. Like you said, you felt it at 3 a.m. and now the goosebumps running down my back when I just said that. So yeah, you're gonna gain clarity. It's gonna come more and more. Try to remember your dreams because it always starts first with the dreams. Let's see what else. Then we have curated image, right? Every post is polished, every angle is calculated. Don't get distracted by the highlighted reel. I don't feel like in this instance, I don't feel like curated image is bad or anything to do with social media. It's more so you're wanting to create a life. Yes, dreams always come true. Like you want to create a life that you always dreamt of. So yeah, basically, dreams come true. Yeah, basically like that. And I'm gonna tell you, oh no. Once you start living your dream life, a lot of people are not gonna be happy about it. A lot of people, and it's not gonna be happiness because they are gonna be haters because people who are jealous of you are haters. They just go into that. Yes, so these people are not gonna be happy. They're gonna be jealous of you, and some might gonna want to try to take you down, but you cannot take down what is divinely given or what is blessed or what is protected. So think a child. But it's just gonna, like I said, blow back consequences on them. Girl, I wish I gave all my haters numbers. I should. I'm gonna teach my kids this when they have kids. I'm like the first hater, you write their name down as number one. Every time you get a hater, so you can see how much haters you had throughout your whole lifetime. I want to do that. I want to do that so I can see how many haters for research purposes. How many haters do we accumulate in a lifetime? Yeah, definitely. I shaded that. Look at a few cards from here. Can I get a few cards from here, please? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Skip one. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, look. Keys on a ring. It says many options, decision, unconventional, and string along, 1 o'clock. But here, decision. Again, cake on a ring, decisions. You might have many options in how to decide this, how to do it, how to cut them off. Because I feel like you might want to have a conversation with them. But then again, you don't be like, fuck it. We also have camera here. So we have camera here. Perception, learn from the past, make memories. I feel like when this is coming around, it's coming around from a loop, right? When I mean a loop, I feel like you've kind of been in this situation before, but you took a different direction. That's why I say it's kind of like a loop, and that loop could go, could happen a year, every few years, but I don't know why I'm getting 7. So it could just be a loop that happened either 7 years ago or 70 years ago. But you're not that old, so it could just been like a generational loop, right? And of course, they had to say something about your love life. They had to say something about your love life. So we have kisses. Kisses. Why I said it like that? It sounded like kisses. Like I was talking through my teeth. So unconditional loving, giving, receiving affection, falling in love. Right? So then we also have love, unconditional love, self-love, one is passion, attraction, and affection. So that's 2 cards with affection. So seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hookup, temptation. I don't know. Spice up your love life. Or there's something here. You might be whatever this might, like I said, I feel like it might have to do with I don't talk about this on here a lot, but which I need to, because I'm gonna take my book out and start reading the book, but I'm gonna talk about it on here. Try try to do sex magic to like get abundance, right? Like I said, I don't know as much about it because I started reading the book, then I stopped. Right, but I'm start reading it again. But definitely try to do something with with sex magic. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe it wasn't just, trying to get down and dirty. Maybe you could use I don't know. It's in my I'm gonna look for it after live and I'll let you know on Friday live. Because I'm probably gonna look at it and start reading, which I undiagnosed self shouldn't because I'm in the middle of reading the book, but I'm gonna do it because maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just, you guys gotta tap into sex magic because sex magic is very important, but it's not a lot of people talk about it. Well, actually, you know what? Pause. Let me rewind. Sex magic is what all the elites do. If you really think about it, all this shit that we be hearing coming out of the whole files and stuff, a lot of it is like, yeah, it's like dark sex magic, but there is also really good ones too. And that's how they be getting their weird shit going on. But when you do it the good way, the healthy way, with, partner, husband, it works out. It works out. But not the way that Holly weird be doing it, because it be doing weird. But that's what I have for you, girl. You gotta message you about to curate your whole life. Like I said, your life is gonna change for the better. It's a loop that you gotta break. It's probably both. Probably something happened 7 years ago that you chose a different route, and then it happened 70 years before that. And sometimes they give us, you're welcome. Sometimes they give you the curses that nobody's strong enough to happen. So probably the last one before 7 years is probably 70 years, because the last one who was there for 70 years who did that loop either created it or didn't get to break it. But you're definitely gonna break it. Yeah. Hello, the freak offs. The freak offs be very, very weird. All right, Jessica. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I go live every Tuesday and Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Today was just one off because yesterday migraine was bad. I couldn't even watch TV that long. I was like, fucking, I'm going to sleep. So 11:11, make a wish. Yo, I'm telling you. Were you a man or a woman? Because in my past life, my past life, well, my past life was recent. Not as recent, but mine's recent. It was 1920s around there, around the era. And I was a man, and I was very, very, very spiritually gifted. But like a typical man who has power or supernatural powers, decided to use the spiritual gifts for sex, power, and money. Yeah. And my past life, that person was very, very evil. Very evil and very raceful. And I pretty much in that past life fucked anything with a hole. Man or woman. Did not care, did not discriminate. Apparently I dogged a lot of people. And then I was poisoned by a woman. And I was poisoned by a woman. And in this lifetime, my love life sucks. Oh man. But your past life does influence this life. Sometimes that karma be hitting, and unfortunately mine is just I have a really terrible love life. But I can be very evil. I've noticed that. I can when I decide, which is very, very rare. You really gotta do something extraordinary for me to react in that way. Cause I'm very chilled. And then well, at least I kept the spiritual gifts, you know. But I wish the past life me would have got it together so I wouldn't have to be here today. During this time at least, living during these times. It is ghetto. All right. Ancestors, Jessica wants to know why is Miguel coming back after so many years? Why is Miguel coming back to so many years and what does he want? What does Miguel want after so many years? Oh, have you heard? Like I said, I've been going down a rabbit hole on TikTok. The Hunty virus. Man, I'm about to when I feel alive, I'm about to go through a rabbit hole again because I'm very curious about that. Yes, the ship, and there's like only one person out of 400. Apparently, it was 407 between 147 and 170 people on that ship, but only one person is out here recording and posting shit. That is very sus to me. Extremely, extremely sus. Alright. Right. What does Miguel want? Oh, okay. So I don't. Well, this is you. You're the seven of wands. You're kind of guarded a little bit because it's like, well, it is like, why is you here? Who sent you? Right. So that's the type of the energy that you're on. Right. Why is you here? Who sent you? What the fuck do you want? Like, so you're guarded. You're on defense because he might be coming for some fuckery, but you don't know. But we have the hermit here. I feel like in the past few years he kind of grew a little bit. Like so I said, he might not be the same Miguel that you knew back then. He might. What's that mean? Did y'all hear? Psst? Okay. Anyways, um, wait, you heard of biz? Because I'm the only one in this room. All right. So I guess somebody's trying to get the information. What corner? Over here on the side? No, because that's where I heard it from. I heard it from this side. That's why I looked over there. Because I heard it from that side. But who knows? I know the was it last week's live or the week before? I think the week before live. After I got off live, my godfather called me and he was like, "Yo, you need to go watch it live again." Which I'm not gonna watch it because it's like over an hour. And he's like, "Yeah, you can hear somebody say, 'Hey, boss.'" And that was about the time when I said I felt like somebody was walking behind me. That's when it happened. But it happens a lot. Like if you watch certain videos when I used to go back and watch um when I used to post videos and had to put them through the filter and go back, I would hear like voices. I think one in my podcast with my godfather. I forgot what episode it was. I think it was like I would say the last few episodes, one of those. You could hear like a woman talking, like very loud. And I was like, yo. And I heard it in real time too. And I was like, but that's what happens. But anyways, yeah. So you're on defense, right? So with the hermit card, he's um he's on he kind of reflected for the past years. He's not who he is, right? Because but you have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So he could have the little playboy energy, the little Amber was like, I want to go here in real time. You look go for that, Amber, yes. So that's what's been actually that's been happening a lot in my room lately. I've been hearing they've been more auditory, louder than normal. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what's going on because some weird shit be happening. And it's like, I know what happens when I try to like do live. Like I have to be telling them whenever my live cuts off and it takes me forever to come back on, it's because they be messing with my phone. And I had to tell them like, yo, stop touching the phone. And it works. So yeah, Miguel, a little bit player vibe energy, a little charismatic, but that's kind of went away because he came the King of Wands, right? The King of Wands, somebody who's very secure in himself. So this energy could have been like from insecurity. He trying to have to like prove something, his ego. Oh yeah, definitely is a shift in this room. I just felt that. But he's also this too, the King of Pentacles. So he's probably a little bit more stable now. probably financially stable, but a little bit more stable now. Let's see what else. I know I'm gonna have a weird dream tonight. I already know it. Right. So we have going viral. I don't feel like that's actually like you going viral, Jessica. I just feel like how can I put it? Your aura or your light is more, it's more attractive, it's brighter, right? Because here it says visibility is off the charts and energy is contagious. The moment has reached reaction and recognition, right? So you'll probably just enter the phase where you're elevating, leveling up. And when that happens is a frequency puts out like a, what is that? A pulse, right? Puts out a pulse. If you're and that's when people start coming out the woodworks. Like if you think about it, like every time you're about to level up in life, or whether it's physical level up or spiritual level up, people from the past start coming back. They start coming back to like check on you, see how you're doing. They come back to, you know, see if you're gonna um listen to them again, or just like, or I mean, when I mean listen to them, like speak to them and repeat the cycle. So you're right now entering an era where you're about to level up. So people from the past is kind of people that you probably mess with, or you might get some little bit random people out the woodworks. Not all of them, but like a little bit. Some who may, the universe may feel like they don't have a full on book closed on it. Let's see what else. Oh, come on. Okay, let me get one more card because this is kind of looking like a. Oh, we got Sue. Okay. Pirates. And that's another thing. I've been seeing a lot of stuff out of the corner of my eye because I just thought I saw somebody poke their head out. But anyways, let's see. We have going broke. I know I said he's probably a little bit financial stable, right? But here, going broke, it could just be your your energy is wearing off, because people do, if you're people really do level up on your energy, right? um Especially if you're somebody who has a extreme like a stream light, and like people who flock to you, doesn't matter, all types of people, your level, like your energy helps them for a while, right? um so that's what it is. Like, it's probably worn off a little bit, and it doesn't even know. And what happens is people tend to go back to like the person that they felt good with. So he probably felt good with you, right? Yeah, because look, we have fallen in love. I'm not necessarily saying that you two are going to go back together and fall in love. I just feel like that was the type of energy that was between you two, but it was also very toxic because we had toxic ties, which was also very toxic, right? And then we have canceled. You gave the boot. Whoever gave the boot got the boot, right? So it's canceled. So with that is, that's what you're coming back for, because your energy and your leveling up sends out a pulsating signal, coming back because he needs a little recharge, because now his life is like he's a little stable, but it's kind of like we all do it to everybody, right? It's like, let's say back in the day when you were because we've all been toxic, right? And then let's say you was talking to this person that didn't work out. You went back to the next, back to the person that make you feel good, right? That's what I mean by the energy thing. But here, also be aware you also have envy vibes around you. This card was underneath canceled, so you might be having envy vibes around you. So just be aware of that. But yeah, he's definitely coming back just for that, just to bask in your glory, so he could bask in his glory using your energy. We don't do that. Let's see what else. Yeah, look. And it's all nostalgia too, because we have photograph and passion. So he could just been thinking about you, looking at old photographs and thinking about you, and that's why he came back out the woodworks. Let's see what else. Yeah, look, butterfly. The dragonfly. Oh, excuse me. When I say butterfly, dragonfly. Being lighthearted, finding out things come into light, adapt, change, and heal. Hmm. Adapt, change, and heal. If he owes you an apology, it might come up, but it might not come up as in, hey, like I apologize. Um, I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting like it might be like in a joking manner or something like lighthearted, so he doesn't like get his head chewed off. But it's gonna come out soon. We also have mirror here, mirroring each other, self-image, relationship, reflect our wounds, inter, introspection. Oh, introspection. It could also be with the hermit. So, like I said, yeah, he probably was just reflecting and he looked himself in the mirror and was like he was not happy who he was, how he treated people. That happens a lot. Especially if they find religion again or a new faith. It always starts with seeking out forgiveness. So that's good would be the especially around like how behavior was. Let me see. Yeah, we have hands a card. So yeah, he's actually taking a risk and also being strategic at the same time. So he might try to just play nice and eventually say what he needs to say. And I feel like it's more so to see what kind of mindset you in versus um him just coming out and saying it. I feel like he does want closure, but I also kind of feel like depending on how the conversation go, he might try to spark something. But I feel like more so is closure, but closure for himself more so because the card that came out was pride, right? I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So pride, he's probably just trying to appease his pride. Patience. I'm a patient, so he's being patient. I accept that everything happens in divine order. He's definitely looking for a green light. Let me get one more card. I don't know why I need one more card. Usually I just pull two, but that is way too many. Let me get one more card. And then we have gratitude. I'm thankful for the life and the opportunities that it presents. Gratitude. Um, yeah, like I said, but this gratitude card, something could have happened to him. Could have had like something very drastic, probably near death or something like that. Probably like an accident, but not like near death. But men be exaggerating shit. But that's what it is coming down to. So he's probably going through his I want to make a men's tour. Men do, like I said, men do that. Men do that a lot, especially when people, not only men, people do that a lot, especially when they come through a near death or have accident or have some type of epiphany about life. So, I mean, if you want to like cut the corners, just be straight up with like, hey, we haven't spoken in so many years, so what do you want? Like, why is you here? Because I feel like you're gonna be direct regardless. I don't think you're even gonna wait. Because I don't think you even have the patience to sit there and wait until he speaks up. So you probably most likely gonna be like, "What do you want? Why is you here?" But that's what I have for you. But I do feel like it's making amends. He wants to make amends. All right, Sophia. Oh no, I have no. There's no ice in here. It's just regular water. And that was not the sound. That definitely sounded like a psst. No, because I didn't even put that water bottle down that hard. Oh, those let me take another water because I do have to drink. So let me take another. Mm, I'm used to it. Listen, spooky is not as spooky you get. When you get a cocotazo from a spirit, yo, and I mean a cocotazo, like not no little hit. No, I mean my shit was hurting for 3 days, and I got it right in the middle, right here. And the crazy part about it is I felt the hand go up the back of my hair because I had forks locks in. So it was like kind of like in the brick. Well, I did my best to put it in the brick, the square. And it was after it was in 2024. I was to my godfather's house. So I could receive my warriors. And we was sitting down in the living room talking, and the hand just went up the back of my head. And I was sitting there like, yo, something's touching me. And next thing, and I felt that shit. And I got up and moved because I'm not gonna sit there and let you keep hitting on me. I was ready getting pushed and shoved. I even got my eyes poked. It was very active that during that time. No. But trust me, I've dealt with a lot of spooky stuff, and me hearing stuff is nothing compared. Like I've had it's like this was actually happened to me last year in November. I went to Orlando, and I went to Orlando. It was right after I went to the beach. And I did a ended in the ocean. So I went back to back hotel, took a shower so I could go out to go to eat. Then I went to a car show. But then I came home and went to sleep that night. And I was wondering if should go to Universal or should go to EDC because I was during EDC weekend. And I went to Universal's instead. But I try to do sleep meditation so I could speak to my ancestors. And there were just too many talking at once. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it the way I normally do it, and which was like astral project. And I got to the point where I astral project. I got out my body, and I turned around because I looked at myself. I was like, oh, this is how you astral project. Because I don't never remember. I just always remember getting to the place, but never doing the whole thing. And this, I don't know if you guys ever seen the Dark Crystal, the movie or the show on Netflix. The movie from the 80s, and then but it had like this thing had like long nails, like really sharp, pointing like fingers, whatever. And I remember it came from because I had like let's say this is like the wall. It was like opening here because it was like the front door. So it came out and I seen it. And I was like, oh shit, something's here. So I go to jump back into my body. And when I did that, it jumped on top of me. So it was trying to possess me, so to say. Like so in my religion we call it mounting, but it's trying to possess me. And this motherfucker weighed, I mean, it weighed a ton. It felt like a tank was on top of me. And I was like, we're not doing this. I was like, you gotta get the fuck off. And the more I kept fighting it, the more it kept trying to push me into the bed. You ever seen Friday? Not Friday. Freddy the Freddy Krueger movie, the one where Johnny Depp gets sucked into the bed. Yeah, so that's what like it was kind of happening to me a little bit. And, I called my spirits and then they got off of me. And yeah, it was a conjured demon. I called it a beluga whale demon that was sent in regards to me. Oh, a squeezer? No, mine was sent. It was created and sent by. It was created and sent by somebody else actually that actually practices the religion, who's been in it for over 20 years, and it's because of my auntie. My aunt makes a lot of lies about me, and she had her little friends do something, but they're mad because I've only been practicing for 3 years, could be 3 years, and they took a hit in their ego took a hit because they expected me not to be as um powerful. But the thing is, the person who sent it, I'm one or two levels higher than them spiritually, even though they've been in the religion for so long. I'm just a late bloomer. I'm not. I was like, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've been doing this shit. But that But I had to consciously remember not to get scared because they feed off of fear as well. So even though I was fucking terrified, I had to fight back because I don't know what that thing would have done if I didn't. To travel in end of May to my country. Oh, am I okay? Let's see. All right, ancestors. Sophia wants to know if she's gonna travel to her country by the end of May. Will Sophia travel to her country by the end of May? I've seen mermaids too. And I was like, hell no, I'm not getting into the ocean. No. I was supposed to do um boat when they was it parasailing? Is it parasailing? I was in Mexico. So yeah, we were supposed to do parasailing. And so I happened to look in the ocean and I saw something I did not like. And I was like, I'm not getting in the water. No. I was like, I'm not getting in the water. Because I saw the mermaid. I saw three of them, and I was like, "Yeah, no." We made eye contact. We not because I know for sure I'm gonna get grabbed because I am a child of a water spirit. That's one. At the time, I didn't know, and so happens to be the water spirit is a mermaid, and which is Yamiya. So, mm, hell no, that thing did not look beautiful. It looked creepy as hell. It looked creepy as hell, and I was like, "No, we're not doing that." I was like, "Nope." And everybody's like, "Come on, you could go." I was like, "Nope." I was like, "Cause I know as soon as my foot touched that water, something's gonna grab me." I was like, "No, we're not doing it. Yeah, I could do it." Unlike me, nope. I am not of this world. I'm not a muggle. So, Sophia, I think you will. I think you will be traveling to your country at the end of the month. Because we have the lovers here, right? And then we also have the four of wands, right? A four of wands is typical, like, it gives home energy as well, right? So yeah, you're gonna be entering the home country. And you also have the four of pentacles. So this is something that you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it. And then we also have the six of swords, which is being peaceful. So it's not gonna be very traumatic if that's what you worry about. You're not gonna have to worry about nothing. So but you also have the six of wands ending the initial spread, which is talks about victory and recognition. So yeah, you're gonna go. You're gonna go. But I don't know, I feel have this anxiety, like you might think something happened or they might judge you a little bit, but it's not. And I don't know, you might find somebody in your home country that's a few looking, right? Or but it's definitely yeah, you I feel like you are gonna go to your home country at the end of May. Just make sure you have everything in order. Oop. Oh, why is this coming out like that? Hold on. I think I might have been spoken a little too much of ahead. So, I don't know. Sophia, if you go back to your home country, you might will go into some gossip, right? I feel like it could be a family member that is very um prestigious or well known in the community because we do have status symbol, right? We do have status symbol. This is now these four here is absolutely like I said, it might be some drama because we do have test results, right? We do have test results. We do have secret affair. We do have court date, and then we have going broke. Test results, secret affair, court date, going broke. Um, Definitely court. Something with I don't want to say it's somebody else. I do not feel like somebody else. So it could just been like they've been doing some shady work, shady business, and got caught, and now they're losing money. They got caught doing some shady business. So getting there might be fun, but the drama might not be. Getting there might be fun, but the drama might not be. Let's see. We have separation. Okay. Yo, why is it so messy? The Phoenix, new favorite candle, renewal, transformation, growth, change of mind. Come on, card. So we have paradise. So you're definitely gonna be happy. And saying chemistry, like each other, having fun. You're gonna be having fun, but it might be a little bit drama. But other than that, I feel like you're gonna. You may, unless things happen, because there's always a monkey wrench in the program. But I feel like you're gonna be happy going back to the country, but you might be welcomed with some family drama. I don't like somebody might have either ripped off their company and then as a result got fired, or somebody who is actually married had like an affair and now they have to go to court to um make everything right, or might be taken to court and have everything taken away too because they have going broke here. But it's definitely somebody who is very prestigious, not like famous, like worldwide famous or like even famous in the country, but like in the community, they have a very high standing. So this might be the drama. So I don't know who's cheating over there, but if they're well known in the community, they need to get it in check because it's gonna be a fiasco. It's gonna be something. iPad, do you know? Um, we hearing we heard of today. Sexy Upper Six is the water bottle, but I don't know. That's no, that was like right in my ear though when it happened. All right, Echoes next. I don't think I'm getting through the readings a little slower than normal today. All right, Echo. That's finished. Now I'm in the second order. All right. Mass guidance for me and my three children. What to expect in their lives as we transition to the future. There you go. To Libra girl, Sagittarius. Damn, girl. You probably got almost a whole elements in your house. But I know that Sagittarius boy is driving you up that wall. There's something about Sagittarius and the male species. They be doing some stuff. Yeah, yeah. So for you going out and about, what are they coming to me for? Are they stop by to check up on me? They get psst. It's funny I said it, 'cause I feel like somebody's actually walking behind me too. And we see a lot of weird stuff in the closet. And as soon as I said that, something fell in the closet. A little pin drop, some shit. Anyways, ancestors, can give some guidance for Echo regarding her three children's lives in the future as they transition to the future. What can we tell Echo about her children's lives as they transition to the future? What can we tell them? Oh my god, they keep showing me the cards, but the cards don't wanna. Alright. There it goes. He has the privilege of his baby in the house. Alright. Oh. Alright. Gonna take you out because you don't wanna go back in the tech. Alright, so we have you only got one reverse card. So many cards don't come up reverse for you, but we have the eight of um wands. Right? The eight of wands talks about messages or rapid movement. Here in reverse, I don't feel like anything is gonna be out of whack for you. I don't feel like things gonna feel rushed. I feel like it's gonna kind of like be a steady cadence. Like it's gonna keep going up little by little. Um, this is everything else is fine. But this card threw me off a little bit because we have the five of. I have the five of pentacles, right? So the five of pentacles talks about being on the outs, right? Or being outside or outcasted a little bit. So just be aware, especially I feel like it's more so the quiet one. So whoever's the most quiet, doesn't really put up a fuss or really act out or just always mostly to themselves. I want to say it's the middle child, but they just give middle child like energy. Because the middle child is always the ones like to themselves. So just make sure they don't feel outcasted because I don't feel like they will speak up and say anything about it because it's not really their nature. Like they only really speak up and they can't hold it in anymore. But this is something like they feel used to, I guess. So that's why they don't feel the need to speak up. Yeah. So yeah, she feels a little out there. Like it's not that I don't feel like it's necessary anything you guys um are doing that intentionally makes her feel like that. It's like she goes with the flow, and then most of the time the flow is something that she doesn't like to do. So like for example, like I don't know, like let's say everybody wants to go to the beach, but she hates going to the beach because of the sand. She doesn't like sand, but she won't say it because again, she's more go with the flow. Like if majority of it wants, then the majority goes. She's actually a very most mature child, especially for her age. So just like just make sure she feels a little bit more included. Maybe have like her pick something that she wants to do that everybody in the house could do together. Cause she won't make a fuss. She won't. But regardless, everything's gonna be stable. Cause we have the 10 of Pentacle. Yeah. So yeah, everything other than that, she everything else in the house is very stable. 10 of Pentacles, very very stable. Also even financially stable as well. But here, ten is more very very stable. The house is gonna be stable. Like nothing really is gonna be off course. But I feel like for you, it might everything might feel like it's going fast because you're more of aware of it than the children because you have the chariot here. Right, I feel like this is more so your energy, the chariot here. But everything's gonna be moved fast. Everything is gonna go according to plan, victorious, because the chariot is victory as well. But it's very much like we're on the move. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Then we have temperance here, healing, right, balance. So everything's gonna be balanced. There's gonna be a lot of patience in the house, especially for the impatient one, Mr. Little Sagittarius. He's very impatient, isn't he? But like I said, it's just the fire nature within him. Fire signs, we are very, very impatient. Even the calmest ones are very impatient. So you gotta remember that. It's a little impatience. But everything else in the house is gonna be I feel like it's gonna be regular. I don't feel like you really have much to worry about and when everything transitions to to the future. But like I said, just make sure the middle one, she's not. Does she like to read books a lot? Because always, for some reason, I'm seeing a corner and like face buried in a book. Like I said, she might be very smart too. Very, very smart. Very gifted. And too aware for her own good sometimes. But she, like I said, she won't say nothing about it. She's very, very aware, smart. I don't know. Does she want to be like a doctor or like some scientist? Something with like a lab coatish. So that could be very her. The other ones also, I don't feel like you're gonna have much issues with them. I feel like they're just gonna be regular kids. Let's see. You're welcome, sexy empress. Good night. So we have hidden agenda. So be aware. They might be aware when they try to like cozy up to you a little bit, like butter you up, because it might be something they want. That could just be for your oldest. The oldest might do that a little bit. Dreamy. But sometimes it ends up being scientific as well because um what is it? Who's it? Because sometimes dream and imagination it fuels the the part of the brain that feels like the oh well, how does this work? How does that work? So sometimes it always ends up being scientific, but who knows? It might change. But hidden agenda, yes. Watch they might be cozying up to you to get what they want, especially the older one, right? She might do chores or more chores than needed. Something I don't know if she asks to borrow. Well, I can't say this word. Borrow. There it goes. Borrow the car if you have a car or something like that. So watch that one. That one's a little. I want us to say manipulated, but she can be when she wants. She can be what she wants. We have real receipts. Real receipts. There's more screenshots. So I mean, don't delete nothing. I feel like I feel like you're gonna catch somebody in a lie and you're gonna have proof about it. So that's why don't delete none of your text threads. We have situationship. The situation, not a relationship, but don't let it fool you into thinking it's drama free. Oh, situationship. Let's see what else. Party scene. Oh, okay. Situationship and party scene. What's the last card? Consequences. Oh. So kids will be kids, right? So and it's about to be summertime. Situationship. So we have I don't know if that's true. Situationship, right? Then we have party scene, and then we have consequences. And it's gonna be the summer. So I will try to get locations on the although I'm not saying that she's gonna be out here partying crazy, but um she might be put in a situation that might have consequences towards it. Situationship. So it might be dealing with somebody who she likes that's could be invited her to a party. So just have like the if you haven't already, because I don't know, my mom's been telling me this since I was like 11 with the whole if you put your drink down, leave it, cover your drink, stuff like that. Um, so that could be yes, the eldest daughter. Yes, yes, yes. So that doesn't have consequences. Because it could just be like I said, she could be if she's not dating or like starting to date somebody yet, if they invite her to a party, something's gonna go down. I want to say it might be cheating, and then that's gonna cause like a fight or argument. It's gonna be too much, so it might have consequences to that. So be aware. Yeah, so we have seduction here. Yeah, third party interference. Yeah, so she might be going during the summer. She might be going through it. She might be going through it. Boys' issues. And we have a dragonfly finding things out. Coffee cup. Um, meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Yeah. So she might have her heart broken this summer. So be aware of that. But other than that, like we have palm tree, stability, security, growth. Yeah. Divine timing. We have the clock. Yeah. And then not today. So she might be reluctant to tell you when it happens, but her mood might shift a little bit. But other than that, everything else, I don't. And I've the least one I have to worry about. I think is the younger one. He's more reckless, not like in a bad way, but like, he tends to get into things like he doesn't have business to get into. So he might, for instance, they're like toddlers, they get into like cabinets and stuff that they don't need to get into, but they do it anyways. Like that type of things, like he might do, and it just might get him in trouble. He might be a little bit more impulsive than necessary, and then he might let his intrusive thoughts win a lot, a lot. So he might be doing a lot of stupid stuff, like a lot of stupid stuff. But other than that, I feel like yeah, you're gonna be good. It's like the middle child won, the eldest child is prior to, and then the youngest, he's let him be free. He's gonna be the most free spirited one, and it's because of his impulse. And I feel like that might drive you crazy a little bit, but he's gonna let his impulsive nature and intrusive thoughts win. So he he might do something and you're like, why did you do that? I don't know. I just thought about it. So oh, he's gonna be even more free spirited. Oh, and I just spilled butter. That's not what I want to do. He's already free. He's gonna be very more, even more free spirited. Yeah, so just be just be aware. If you don't want nothing like a total mess, hide the stuff or put it somewhere very high he can't reach. Cause he will get a thought and just start doing things. All right. Let me just shake this. All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Go live every Tuesday and Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. What's this that at? Donations are welcomed. It's the pinned comment. I'm just going to the link tree. You're welcome, Echo. I know Happy Berries put her question. There it goes. All right. Ancestors. Happy Berries wants to know what does her spirit guides want her to know at this time. All right. Happy Berries. The water's gonna drive me nuts. Did I make this worse? Did I just make this worse? All right. And Happy Berries wants to know what does her spirit guides want her to know. All right. Happy Berries spirit guides, what do you want her to know? What do you want her to know? Okay. All right. So, all right. You guys showed me the card and then you flipped it back. Okay. Y'all know what's more. Uh, Oh, okay. They wanted me to give you 6 cards when I normally do 5. And I'm doing this because my table's wet and I don't want the back of the card to get wet. So, we have the it's moving a little much. So we have the 8 of Swords. With the 8 of Swords here, you you may feel like you're stuck, right? You may feel like you're stuck in a situation. You might feel like you're stuck. Um, in life. It's a mental thing, right? It's an illusion of being stuck. You're not really necessarily stuck. It's just you feel like you're stuck, but you're really not. Because we do have the nine of cups here, which is the wish fulfillment card. Like your wishes are being granted, but because you haven't really seen movement, you do feel like you're stuck. You do, but you're not really stuck because everything's what's happening is things are moving in the back and in the spirit world, and it takes a little bit of time for it to hit here with like in the physical, right? So it could be like for them ASAP, it could be a couple of months, or you know, 2 weeks could be 2 months. Like shit, they move slow. Sometimes it happens in the time frame they do give us, but here it's like they're working behind the scene because we also have the justice card here. So it's because they're pulling strings to balance things out, right? To balance things out, but you do have the energy of moving forward with the chariot here. So things are moving forward, and you have good karma on your side. But now here's where it gets interesting. So we do have the devil, right? The devil, and then we do have the page of pentacles. Right, the page of pentacles is always tentative energy. It's a I call it the bullshit offer. Right. So somebody, whoever this devil card is represented, devil could be a Capricorn, or it could just be somebody who have like attachment issues, or somebody who is very like overindulged in things, whether it's like drinking or whether it's eating, whether it's overspent. Like it's somebody who has toxic traits. But here with these two cards together, they're telling me that whoever, like I said, whoever this devil represents, they're gonna come in with a bullshit offer, right? It's like, yeah, here, like I wanna, you know, build with you, but only for a while. Or like I can only offer you this much. I can only offer you bare minimum. Now, that's the type of energy is given. It's not given, oh, they're gonna go up and of above and beyond. It's more like I'm gonna give you a little breadcrumb and take it or leave it. That's all I got. Like that's the type of energy is given. Take it or leave it, and that's all I got. But nobody wants that. Like nobody really wants that. Addition for this. All right. Let's see what else. What else can we tell Happy Berries? We have inner turmoil. So you might, like I said, you might be feeling a little torn. Um, that's what you hear then. All right. Might be internal, like it says, they might be smiling on the outside, but they're spiraling inside, pretending everything's fine, but it has become in its own crisis. So you might like be, like I said, with the Eight of Swords, feel like you're stuck. Internally, you feel like you're stuck. So you might go like back and forth on, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm not. Internally, I'm not. We have status symbol. So a status symbol here, you might be leveling up. You might be leveling up, right? Um, I feel like you're leveling up financially, excuse me, with the status. So you might be getting a promotion, you might get a raise increase, but something it's gonna make you feel, how do I put it? Important, right? It's gonna make you feel very important. That's why I said I feel like it could be something to do with work. We have boiling point. And it's funny because that's right on top of the justice card. So the bottle of karma has been filled and it is pouring over. So whoever has been, I would say the last few to 5 years, so few, probably like 3 to 5 years, people who've done you wrong, um, their karma's coming. This cycle is is all about the karma. So what might be happening is that they might meet somebody who either reminds them of you, have this like similar personality or similar humor, or even may even look like you a little bit, that enter their lives, and it's gonna be a shit show for them because whatever they put you through, like whatever, if it was just talking about you behind your back, mistreating you, they're gonna get that back 10 times worse from whoever is being sent to them. Then we have doing the work. Growth is happening beyond the scenes, healing patterns, owning truth, and unlearning survival mode. This is what it is. This is the elevating, right? That's why I said you may feel stuck, but this is what's happening behind the work. This is the work that's going on behind the scenes. Let's see. What else? Ooh. That almost went to the flames. Not the new card going into the flames almost. Oh, okay. So we have double life and going viral. Just like I said, this is for the devil and the. Oh, this did reach something. I don't know. But the double life and going viral, right? So here, the double life is gonna be no. That's why this little, the breadcrumb things happening. Because this person, whoever the devil has two lives, is living double life, right? They doing things that they have no business in doing. All right. And this with the going viral, it's gonna come out into the open. It's gonna come out into the open. So be aware of that. But don't take breadcrumbs. Don't take breadcrumbs. Don't take bullshit offers. Let's see what else. What else can we talk about? We have passion and chemistry, liking each other, having fun. Let's see. What is that about? Because that doesn't fit into this. Oh, many options. Okay. So you're gonna have many people that like you, that might even be falling for you, that I mean, without you even doing anything, because you're that magnetic. Like I said, you feel like you're stuck, but you're not. Like you're very, very magnetic. You're moving forward, but it's the body is just feeling, the mentally just feeling stuck. But you're gonna have a lot of suitors. You're gonna have a lot of people who want your attention, and I feel like a lot of them maybe secretly in love with you. But it's more so secretly in love with the idea of you, right? That's what it is. They're secretly and in love with the idea of you. Why put that front? Then we have not today. So you're not gonna be dealing with a lot of people. Like your discernment, it's gonna be like, no, 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 no. Like I don't have the energy for that. So let's see what else. Yeah. We have the axe, which is breakup, separation, stopping the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. So the not today. So yeah, you might just, so there's gonna be like a certain type that's gonna keep coming towards you, and you're gonna like the first time, second time. I felt maybe the third time that happens, you're gonna be like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this no more. Why is the same person keeps coming up in different fonts? Right? I mean, that's gonna be your discernment kicking in, and you're gonna realize, yo, like I'm gonna complete a cycle, pass the test. I'm just gonna get one more card. Yeah, look, the rose, the sword and rose. Let's talk about clarity, truth, revelations. Like that is funny. Right after I said you're gonna be like, hold on, no, we're not doing that. Let's see here. We have courage. I find it inner strength to face fear with confidence. And then we have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So with courage and doubt together, I feel like you you're gonna reach a point where you're gonna be unsure of yourself and unsure of the choices you make, especially regarding to your love life. Just know that that's just a little bit of fear and ego mixed in. They kind of make you question, like, are you picking right? Are you picking wrong, or are you doing something wrong? But you're really not. Um, it's just you need to really tap into your discernment energy. Other than that, that's what I got for you. I mean, you got a lot. I feel bad for the people who thought karma would never hit them, only to find out she's coming a few years later on her time when they least suspect it. So these people might be having a really good time in life right now and about to get kicked down the flight of stairs for karma that they did. That's what I have for you. Happy Berry. Sonali's next. Is Sonali in here? You're welcome, Happy Berries. All right, Sonali in here. I probably took a little too long. She probably fell asleep. Let me just shuffle these. Oh my god. The one butt cheek. Because I'm sitting on one butt cheek. It's 12:22. 222. Alright, so now there's on here. Ren. Is Ren in here? Ren. I know today lives dragged a little bit. Don't be done by this time. Oh, why is this card not appear? Like if I put in this in the same thing. Alright, Ren. Alright. General guidance. Got you, Ren. Just drink some water. Alright. All right, ancestor. What messages do we have for Ren? What messages do we have for Ren? My ancestors. What messages do we have for Ren? Well, dissociated a little bit there. What messages do we have for Ren? Oh, Ren. What's going on? Okay. You have a lot of blue here. So, girl, you gonna need to let that throat chakra open, right? Because you do have a lot of blue, right? And blues with the throat chakra. So you might need to speak up a little bit, right? But other than that, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Congratulations. You probably got rid of something that like felt heavy on your shoulders. It could just been people, person, or thing, like things, meaning you probably cleaned out um or decluttered, I take away burden. The way this, yo, this how big the flame is. Um, what else? People you could have just ended. It could be ending relationships or partnerships, or just like removing people from your life that no longer serves. They bring more burdens than peace or stability. And and places, yeah, could have been changing a job that you hate, right? Those are the things. People, places, are things. So I don't know why I had to explain that. I usually don't, but for you, I had to explain it. And we also have the Nine of Wands. The Wounded Warrior. The Wounded Warrior is somebody who, been through a lot, but still standing, still shows up regardless, right? And and if you notice, you go from the Ten of Wands to the Nine of Wands, which means that whatever these burdens were, it helped you go into this energy where, yeah, you still reeling from your decisions and still reeling from your hurt from the morning. That is so weird. Every time I try to talk, I feel like I can't. Right. Um, we also have the Ten of Pentacles, which means things are gonna be start stabilizing, right? Whether it's just life in general or your finances is gonna be stabilizing. And we also have the Six of Wands, which talks about victory here. So, regardless of the Ten of Wands reverse and the Nine of Wands, you're going to be very victorious and very stable. And then you also have the Wheel of Fortune here. So, things are definitely moving forward, regardless, regardless if you're ready or not. So, it's not going to give you time to process these emotions, these energies. Like, you gotta do it on the fly, right? You're not gonna get time to like sit with the feelings, sit with the emotions, and then move along. No, here you're gonna have to um do it on the fly, meaning you gotta move as you go, you gotta heal as you go. Cause they I feel like you have a lot of things that are coming into your life that you need to pay attention to. So that's why they're not gonna let you sit and process these emotions properly, or the event properly. Um, that's just sometimes that's just happens. They want to keep you on your toes. It's I don't know why they want to rush you though. They want to rush you for something. Let's see. What else can we tell Ren? What else can we tell Ren? Yeah, okay. Clean slate, right? That's what the rush is. So it's like hurry up, process it, let's go, because we gotta move. You're pretty much a clean slate means you're embarking on a new chapter. You're about to embark on a new chapter. Look, plot twist, right? So you're gonna have something that happens. New info just dropped and it's juicy. Suddenly the dots connect and the real story is showing up. Like I said, you might have or you're going to get rid of certain people to have this new energy comes in, and then the plot twist. You're gonna start finding stuff out. You're gonna start finding stuff out. Shady dealings. Yes, people are being shady. Right? Shady dealings. There's money, influence, or power changing hands in a way that isn't meant to be traced. Yeah, that's the plot twist. Like I said, you're gonna find out a lot of shady stuff with this plot twist. A lot of shady stuff. I don't even necessarily feel like it's money, but it's gonna be some shady things. We have villain vibes. Ooh, it could have been somebody who was probably competing with you and you didn't even notice, right? And that's the part with the plot twist is, like I said, you whoever you decide to cut out of your life, because like I said, they're not really bringing value, they're not bringing peace, they're just bringing issues and lower frequencies. They have a lot of villain vibes. Yeah, shady dealings, plot twist, villain. All this is talks about like somebody who have no business in being around you or you around them, and you're gonna figure that out why. Any star signs? Mm. We have wands, which is fire sign. We have one pentacle, which is earth sign. The wheel of fortune. I don't, the wheel of fortune is really no sign, but with the cards related, those are possible. We have three wands, so it could be more fire sign. We have look hidden agenda. Ren girl. Yeah, this person definitely is definitely given. I was secretly hating on you or secretly in competition that it's it's you're gonna find out. And like I said, you never really paid attention to it because who does? Who actively goes and look out for people who are in secret competitions with them? Like nobody. And I'm gonna tell you how sometimes naive we can be when it comes to that. I had a friend who I used to like I used to call her my sister, was a secret competition with me for 10 wait, hold on. For 10 years of my life. We was friends for 10 years and she was always a secret competition with me and didn't even notice until like the last few years of our friendship. Probably the last two. Yeah. So sometimes we just don't be looking for stuff like that. I don't know what's going on with this phone. Keep trying to not want to charge. Right. Let's see what else here. Can I get a few parts from here? So we have talking. So somebody might be coming in. So we have talking, which is interested, conversing more, awaiting message arrives, text, call, hovering. But let's see. Let's see what comes up. Because there's not really anything about love in here. Let's see. Uh, I s- beg to differ. So somebody might like you. So somebody you might have like a. I feel like it's more after that because this energy feels more um calm versus so it might come in after all this issues might happen. Converting, they like you. Yeah, kisses, attraction, giving and receiving. So they might be very much a breath of fresh air. So we have photograph, making new memories. We have passion. They like you very much. So yeah, this is gonna bring about somebody new. I don't feel like they're gonna be somebody you get into a relationship with, but it's like it's gonna be like training wheels. There you go. Training wheels. So if you have been thinking about dating again or just getting back out there, it's gonna be like a good dipping your toe in a pool, dating pool, because it's been atrocious out here. But that's after all this. So be aware of the shady business. Like I'm telling you, you're gonna have to cut somebody off and you're gonna find out a whole story about them. That how much they didn't like you, um, plotting against you. So just be aware of that. But that's what I have for you, Ren. Hey, the reward after dealing with this, the kind of right people, might be just having a good experience in dating. Not per se your person's coming in yet, because I feel like um a couple more frogs. Couple more frogs to deal with before Prince Charming comes in. And, but that's what I have for you, Ren. I think Anita's next. You're welcome, Ren. Anita's next. And shuffle. Oh, and let me tell you about the dating pool. Unfortunately, I have to go back in. And so I'm after dealing with an avoiding man. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's stick my big toe in there. We're gonna do this again. Cause I'm a very persistent bitch. And let me tell you, it's atrocious out here. Very, very atrocious. I was like, I just had one guy, um, which I don't know, randomly on Instagram, send me his address and phone number, talk about come over so we could do the horizontal tango. And I'm just like, I will rob you. You don't know if I'm crazy. You don't know if I'm a serial killer. Like, but they say women are easy. I beg to differ. Cause you gotta be an easy ass motherfucker just to, and a cocky one just to give a phone number, address, and talk about let's do the horizontal tango. Like, no, excuse me, I will hire some crackheads to rob you. Stop playing with me. And then today I got another message, and the guy was like, "What was he saying? What he said? I'm trying to remember because I like the gall, the audacity." But he was like, "Oh, this it was." He was like, "Send me your number because I'm free tonight. I have a plate of some wine." Does that really work? So I replied back and I says, "Does that really work on women?" And he unmatched me. And I was like, I really want to know the question to that. I really want to know the answer to that question because I really wanted to know if that worked on women. Like if that whole open line worked on women. Text me your number. Cause I'm free tonight. I have a playlist and wine. First of all, I don't even fucking drink wine. Two, invite me to your house or I'll rob you. Yeah, yeah. Like, and they said that women have to worry about going to a man's house when these men out here is openly free and giving their address out to random strangers on the internet. But we need to. They must not heard about Lorena Bobbitt. They must not heard about what's her name? Something Amy Winos. For Listen Borden. Like, first of all, like, come on. All right. Adrian still here? Adrian still here? Because I'm telling you, they got some, and I really wants to traumatize him back, but I didn't get the chance. But mostly, I really want to know the answer to that question. Like, does that really work on somebody, on women? Because me, no, that don't work on me. All right, Adrian, what is your question? That did not work on me. I'm sorry. You got the one. You got the one person that's looking at like what? Like, go ahead. And I can't be doing I can't be going on dating apps because I'd be bored as fuck. And I'd be like, let me go on a dating app. Let's see what's out there. And I just be like, I'm entertained because the villain in me, the villain in me, she likes to play. She likes to play. And I used to be like, all right. Sorry. Switch my butt. You think when your butts grow working out, you have some cushion. No, I don't. It hurts as much as having a flat butt. All right. Okay. What guidance can we give to Adrian? What guidance can we give to Adrian, ancestors? what guidance can we give to Adrian? Oh, okay. All right. One, you need to stop. Okay, let me take this. Don't take what I'm going to say in a bad way. Stop panicking. Right. That's one thing because you're panicking and it's not letting your brain really think, and it's not letting your intuition really follow you. Right. So we have the hermit. Right. So the hermit, we go in isolation. You have to reflect. Right. You have to reflect on one, how did you get here, right? And then two, how can we move forward without losing everything? But you're also in a waiting period because we do have the three of wands, which is waiting, right? Waiting for things to happen, waiting for things to come about. But you are gonna have, I don't feel like all this is gonna last very long because you do have the four of wands right after the three of wands, right? So you go from waiting to being part of stability. The four of wands is stable, stable foundation. So you need to figure out how to get a stable foundation. Whether it's putting $100 away, if you possibly can, here, right? I don't know. For some reason, save like $100. I don't know. Maybe for emergency um things if you can, but just put it to the side and don't touch it. Something about $100. Just put it to the side and don't touch it. Right? We have a decision here, right? You're gonna you're gonna come up with a very important decision, and the moon in reverse, um, it's coming up very soon. It's literally around the corner. This is your, and it's gonna be okay. So you have a major decision come up, right? And I feel like it's two, maybe three choices, but I feel like there's two strong choices that is very pivotal for how you're gonna move forward. And I feel like one, I feel like somebody is gonna reach out, or somebody's gonna um try to help you, but I feel like it comes with contingencies, strings attached, right? So be very aware of that. Make sure it's, if you do take their help, make sure it's something not really outrageous or crazy or something like that, because I feel like somebody's gonna try to take advantage of you in your situation. And then the other choice is doing it the hard way, but still coming out on top, very, very victorious. So, like I say, with the death card here, you're in the middle of a transformation, a transition in life. Anita, girl, you took too long. Let's see. How can we help Adrian with this? How can we help Adrian with this? Girl, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Look, here, look, big break. You have a big break coming. So, look, a major moment is brewing. This could be to launch. Wait, wow, I can't read today. A major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything. Right? So you have a big break coming about. So let's see. What else gonna bring out? Mm, you asked about love. We have X drama. So X might try to come back. It says the past didn't stay in the past, and old flame is reuniting chaos, stirring up drama, or still emotionally pulled. So an ex might come back. So that could be the person that I feel like it's a possibility that they could come back and um try to help you out, but like I said, strings attached. Oh, we have gold digger. Oh. Oh. So this okay, so the string attached might be, oh, if I give you X amount of money, you might have to give me double back, which is kind of putting you deeper in a hole if you think about it. So they might try, like I said, they might try to take advantage. So they might get you with interest. Like I feel like they're gonna treat it like, instead of somebody generally trying to help you, they're gonna treat it as like a business deal, like a business loan, like a big loan where the APR is like 25, 30%. But like I said, it's gonna put you more in a hole that you need to be. So like that, just be aware of that. Oh yeah, it is almost one. We have making peace. So you have to make peace with everything that's going on, especially people who did you wrong. Because I do feel like you probably turned to some people, like people trusted people for help, um, against your pride a little bit. Not saying that you are very prideful, but sometimes even though people who don't have that much pride, it's very hard to ask for help. And I feel like the ones that you really trusted and asked for help didn't really help you. So you have to make peace with that. You have to make peace with that they can't really move forward with you because they showed you at the end that you, at your hardest and lowest point, you needed them and they couldn't like show up for you. So now you know that you are not obligated to show up for them. So it's like you kind of clear out, like energy to let more people come back in. Let more people come back in, but people that are willing to help you, like more genuine people. And that's how people do this all the time. It's very hard to find genuine people. So when you find somebody who's very genuine, treat them nicely. Treat them treat them nicely. Um, all right. So two things. Hi Deadly Fate. So two things. Adrian, if you've been participating in a horizontal tango and the condom broke or didn't wear one, make sure you take a test. Um, yeah. Just to make sure that you it's not what you want or don't want. Right? So it could be a little possible pregnancy, right? If you partake unsafely, but be aware of that. But also here, but it could also be with the making peace. The guesswork is over. An answer is coming that will clarify everything or complicate even more. So with the that means like you kind of gonna get your answer with the making peace. Like you reach out for help, people are just gonna not want to help. That don't they double down, like make sure she knows she gotta take a test. And look, you also have clean slate. And clean slates come out as the last card as in this spread with this deck. Just means that your life, this one thing I've learned in life is that when life comes crumbling down, it's so that you can rebuild, but rebuild with no baggage, rebuild with no negative, nothing. So you're just elevating yourself, right? but sometimes we have to come crashing down first. And it kind of sucks, yes, but once you get through it, and you're going to be like, damn, I'm a lot stronger than I was going into this, right? So let's see. Let's see what else. What else can we tell Adrian? So we have passion here. It's saying chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. So it could just be with somebody you're dealing with. Let's see. Ooh, girl, I hope you're not the chaser. Because we have the chaser here. I hope you're not the chaser. I don't feel like you're the chaser. I feel like sometimes you chase. You are. I was. I feel like sometimes you chase, but then you get out of that energy, and it's like, why am I chasing you? And I just feel like you become the chaser when you put on the rose tinted glasses, and then once they do something that kind of like gives you the ick, and the glasses disappear. This one is the first, yeah. But okay, let's see. Let's see what else is coming out. Because the same passion here is a good. Oh, okay. We have separation. Okay. But this is first the silent treatment. Okay. That kind of just clarified the silent treatment, separation here. Oh, so you might. I don't know. I don't feel like this person is necessarily your twin flame, but it's given twin flame energy. Twin flames came out. Um, I hate because I don't like portraying the twin flame dynamic. A lot of people glorify it. Talking about you chase them, come together. No. What happens is what's real. I feel like what really happens with a twin flame is you meet your twin flame, mirror and stuff, and the push and pull dynamic comes into play. But it's to break those cycles. If you really think about it, we treat the twin flame connection as a way to break cycles. It won't repeat until the next life. So there's a lot of push and pull on and off with you and whoever this person is, right? So just be aware of that. And I feel like that's also coming up too, because you might need to come to a decision with them. I feel like only for your mental state. Is this person going? Um, hold on. Before I answer that, let me see. Okay. So there is a potential. We have wedding rings, right? But there is a potential with the wedding rings here. I feel like you need to nip that push and pull energy that m- I want to say miscommunication, right? Because you people give silent treatments because they can't communicate. So miscommunication. You're gonna have to nip that in the butt. If 'cause I with the wedding rings here, it does show a potential that this person could be and is capable of long lasting um connection with you, but doesn't necessarily mean you have to take the BS, right? Of them putting you through the silent treatment, of them putting you through this, pretty much punishing you because of something that you did that they didn't like, instead of communicating, saying, hey, you made me feel like XYZ. Um, can you not do that again, or just take a couple of days? You need to let them know, like, hey, we can't be if you really want this to work out, we can't put you need to put your foot down on that now, because if you don't, this will be the pattern for the rest of the connection, and ultimately you I'm not even gonna say you're gonna ultimately they will fumble this connection, right? And we also have coffee cup here. So it says meet and conversing, savor the moment, uplifting friendship. So Um, you're like I said, you're gonna have some people that are gonna try to help you, not the ones that are gonna try to take advantage of